Major Mohammed Ali Shah is joining us for more on this story. The latest developments coming in, which is that the Ukraine strike has taken place on a number of Russian military helicopters at Kherson International Airport. These are, according to new satellite images which are emerging from Planet Labs, this strike has set on fire at least 3 helicopters, Major Shah.
Right. Uday, this is bound to happen because firstly you have to understand one thing, that which country came into whose country, who came into whose territory to invade. Russia came into Ukraine. So Ukraine territory is alien for Russians. So and Russians are very good at, and the Ukrainians are very good at guerrilla warfare. So most certainly there would be a lot of casualties inflicted from both the ends, not just Russia or from Ukraine. At the same time, there would be a lot of information warfare also going on, because the access to war zone is very limited and information over there is very limited, and no one. So yes, when there is a big news like this where this airstrike has taken place, and President Zelensky, in fact yesterday, he told the Russian army to surrender, which a lot of people would have laughed about. But you know, at the end of the day, you have to see that they are actually, right now, Ukrainians have put up a very good fight, which no one had expected. Perhaps even Russian army, as per their strategy, President Putin, though he has been planning it for many years together, but nobody had presumed that the Ukrainians would be able to put up such a tough fight. And just yesterday, Chinese U.S. general, Lieutenant General, had analyzed that Russian army would actually give up in the next 10 days. They would get over their resources, and their morale is down, their economy is down, and people have all boycotted them. So definitely I would, there is no question about the bravery and the fighting skills of the Ukrainians, where even their civilians have taken up arms. But at the same time, when you give weapons to civilians, is it a good idea or a bad idea is again a debatable point. But yes, most certainly it is a, this war must end, Uday. I mean, and I think Israel can play a very good mediator in that. India has been
okay, stay with us. More breaking news now coming in. U.S. Senate has unanimously passed resolution condemning Russia and Russian dictator Vladimir Putin over the war in Ukraine. The resolution also expressed support for probes into Russian war crimes in Ukraine in the International Criminal Court. So the U.S. issuing a very strong statement. Major Mohammed Ali Shah, how do you view this?
The U.S. most certainly, they have been warning Russia. They have been very protective about Ukraine from the very beginning, because at the end of the day, they had only got Ukraine enticed into NATO, and President Zelensky had fallen prey to that trap. So yes, U.S. is issuing statements, strong statements. They are imposing sanctions on Russia, but Russia is being totally undeterred to all of this. And it's about time that now, it's almost 3 weeks now, and yet again I would say the U.S. is definitely, the West is definitely winning the information warfare at least, and on ground we only get to learn what we get to learn. But yes, again, if you see the Russian side, the moment they invaded, in fact, if you see 83 countries, 83 countries out of, rather 84 countries, 83 countries out of 193,
right,
recognized by UN. America has also messed with them, in fact, for that matter. So, and right now, when we block the any news coming from Russia, or be it even social media like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Google, it's all been blocked. In fact, Facebook and Instagram, I think it's rather criminal. They have invited that they will encourage posts. There is no blockage on putting up posts on the killing of Russians. I think it's criminal from that end as well.
Absolutely. Major Mohammed Ali Shah, appreciate you joining us with your reaction to those stories coming in.